Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Sherelle. This is my show, What's Poppin', where we talk all things music, movies, and entertainment. So excited to be starting this new year 2024 here on YouTube as well as on Spotify podcast. Make sure you tune into my show every single Wednesday because I've got everything juicy tea, everything that you want to hear. Recommendations, I got you. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and almost at Facebook. Maybe I am not on Facebook. So let's get into the show. I've got a lot to talk about. First, we're talking about Halle Bailey pregnant, having the baby. We already knew. I knew. And I'm going to tell you how I knew. That's going to be talking about some Netflix shows that I have binged, my thoughts, and why you should watch them and why you need to watch them like right now. Like after my show. After you watch this full video, then you want to go on Netflix. Like, trust me, you're going to want to do it after seeing this video and hear my thoughts. And then also some new artists that I'm really going to be paying attention to this season. Why? Because I think that they got something good in store for us. So let's go ahead and get into it. So let's get into the music. So the way that I'm doing this year is I'm splitting everything into quarters. I'm going to be paying attention to certain artists every single quarter. And for this first quarter of 2024, I'm going to pay attention to quite a few artists, but specifically like some hip hop rap female artists specifically, because I really think that there is something that's going on with the music industry and female artists specifically that I feel like I really want to see some of these artists really pop out and do something very different than what we're used to. First of all, Cardi B. Now, I know some of y'all might be like, okay, Cardi B, like everyone listens to her. I think everyone has listened to her, but I feel like this new shift in her life, we're about to see a whole different Cardi B. Like the music is about to be very different than what we've expected, what we've really listened to as far as her style. Cause she's very like hip hop pop type of thing and some of her songs. And then also there's like very vulgar songs, but I feel like because of what she's going through in her life right now, from her separation with Offset, with having kids, with being a mom, I feel like this season is going to be very different of her music, and something that we're going to see is very different, specifically 2024, but I'm really hoping and paying attention and watching for this first quarter. So like April, we better get a song, Cardi B. I'm really watching and paying attention. You know what I'm saying? But like 2024 for sure, Cardi B, I feel like I'm really excited to see what she comes out with in this specific year. Whether it be collabs, whether it be singles, whether it be a whole album. A whole album? Anyways, the next person I'm going to be paying attention to is Flo Milli. I have been sleeping on Flo Milli. And I have been doing a disservice to myself and to you guys because I ain't talked about Flo Milli since when? I think I talked about her one time. Who am I? Why did I do that to myself and to you guys? Flo Milli is that girl. Like, oh my gosh. I started listening to her. I said, Sherelle, Miss Girl, why you ain't been listening to Flo Milli? Flo Milli is one of those artists that is like very underrated, but is like pops off. Like if people would have actually pushed her music, she would pop off all the charts, like every single no matter what. First of all, the visuals in her music videos, chef's kiss. Like her creative directing team, like the direction and creativity that Flo Milli has, not just in the visuals, but in her music and in her raps and in her lyrics and her bars, is literally one of those artists that's just like, why isn't anyone paying attention to her? Honestly, in my personal opinion, I feel like she is the Lil' Kim / Nicki Minaj of this specific generation, that the new generation that has come out, because this isn't like anything against Lil' Kim or Nicki Minaj. Love them. That's why I'm saying that I definitely do think that she is the Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj of this season, of this generation, but in her own way and in her own style, because she gives what's called props to all of the different artists that have paved the way for her, but also makes her music very unique in a style that we haven't really heard in a long time. So Flo Milli, I'm paying attention to, listening to her music. I'm trying to get to that level where I'm just like, yep, I know. Like she that girl, and that everyone else knows. And they're like, Sherelle, thank you so much for putting me on. I'm like, you're welcome. Shout out to the people who put me on. Now, y'all know that whole trend of ins and outs on TikTok. Yeah, so those are my ins for as far as artists. My outs. I'm so sorry to say this. I hate to be the one to say this, but I would have to say Usher. I know. I can't believe I said it too. But yeah, I think I'm gonna. Here's the thing. I'm not completely saying goodbye to Usher because here's the thing. He's still performing at Super Bowl. And you know, I'm hyped up for that. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see him perform for the Super Bowl. However, he is the king of R&B and will forever reign in that place. However, I need a new artist. I need some fresh blood, some fresh vocals to just really that like gets me the way that Usher got me. I feel like I haven't seen that artist in this generation really pop out. We had Chris Brown, but then all he plays is the same sex songs over and over again with the same beat. I'm done with it. Like, can we get some love songs, some heartbreak songs, something that grabs and holds on to me? Now, if y'all got any artists, any male artists specifically, male R&B artists, go ahead and drop them down below because I want to really expand my horizon this year, this quarter, as far as artists and paying attention to what they've got going on. Because after the Super Bowl, I can't just listen to Usher all the time. Now I'm gonna listen to his music still, but I don't want to be like, oh, who's your favorite male artist? Usher. Love him, but I need some fresh blood. I need some fresh vocals, some new vocals. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. So if y'all got any recommendations, go ahead and comment them below. I'm out with Chris Brown. I'm out with Usher. I need a new male favorite artist. I can't even say Drake. No, let me not even say that. I still love me some Drake. I definitely do still love me some Drake. So he's still in. He's still in 2024. I just need a new male R&B artist. And I feel like I kind of tapped into it just a little bit, but I feel like I don't have a set, like, this is the person that I go to. Actually, you know what? Let me go into my Spotify real quick and let's see. I feel like I listen to a lot of female artists this in 2023, female R&B artists, but I didn't really tap into the male artists, honestly. Oh, another person to look out for in 2024. Who else is in? You know who's in? Ariana Grande. I love her. That's, for some reason, Ariana Grande, she's got me. Like, yours truly, I've been there since yours truly, okay? If you ain't been there since then, you ain't with it, okay? You got on at a good time. You knew what she was on. You knew who she was gonna be. You saw the star inside of her, and yours truly. So yeah, She's got a new album coming out. I believe it's this year. I'm excited for that one. Now she said that we're not gonna get any snippets, and I'm a little hurt by that, but it's okay because you know why? We're gonna get an album. Unlike Rihanna. Unlike Rihanna. Cause she playing with my heart. No, I don't appreciate that. Oh! Blixt. I listened to him, but I feel like I only listened to that one album. I'm out of Chris Brown, done with him. You know what? You know who's in 2024 for me? Male artists that I'm gonna really pay attention to more specifically this quarter. Leon Thomas. I feel like I've been sleeping on him too. I kind of tapped in a little bit of him in the end of 2023, but this quarter of 2024, yes, I'm paying attention. I'm watching. I'm listening so that I can really, tap into his music and really bring him into this year of 2024 because I really want to see what he's got going on, what he's got in store. I really want to see the creative mindset because y'all know he's from Victorious. He has some good songs, Victorious. And he's the one who helped produce Snooze. He's helped produce so many amazing hits and songs that we all know and love. So why not pay attention? Why not tap into his music himself? I think the reason why I didn't for a long time is because I have this fear. And it's not really a fear, but it's more of like I don't know, I just think like this. Maybe it's a conspiracy theory. I don't know. But I have this thing where I feel like some artists are good at writing music for other people, but then when it comes to themselves, it's like that is not the style what I expected from you. I was expecting Snooze, not this. You know what I'm saying? However, I have gotten out of that. Thanks to Victoria Monet, because she's a songwriter and she's a singer. And I like both of her stuff. I like her music that she has written and I like the music that she produces and makes. So she has definitely changed my mind. So Leon Thomas, thank you to Victoria Monet, because now I have moved beside that mindset and I'm gonna go listen to some Leon Thomas now. So those are my ins and my outs for this year 2024 as far as music and listening, people how I'm listening to. And you know what? As well as who I'm going to be paying attention to this first quarter of 2024 when it comes to artists. Like I said, please still comment some male artists, because I definitely do need to jump on them, because I'm just like, I ain't got my male artist yet, and I need to have a male artist. I need to be like, this is my favorite male artist, you know? I have a female artist. Mine is Victoria Monet as of right now, but you know, mine changes every season, you know. Sometimes I'm on V Monet, sometimes I'm on Coco Jones, sometimes I'm on JoJo, sometimes I'm on Ariana Grande. Who knows when it'll switch up? Sometimes it's Nicki. So, yeah. That's the music. Let's get into this next segment, talking about movies, but specifically we talking about Netflix series that you need to jump on, because after graduating, I took time for myself. I got a lot of what's called graduation gifts, graduation cards that said, this is your time to relax. You really need to relax. And you know what? I did that. I self-indulged in my relaxation. And with that relaxation, that meant I got to binge a lot. I binged, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 shows. 4 series, okay? And I'm not talking like, oh, these are like quick shows. Like, no, these were like hour-long shows with at least 8 episodes in each series. So yeah, I took the time, and some of them had multiple seasons. I was mad at it. I was not mad at it. Anyways, so let's get into it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about like how I felt about the vibes, specific seasons, specific shows, what I thought about them, and yeah. Umbrella Academy. If you don't know what Umbrella Academy is, it's about some kids who, got some superpowers, and they got adopted by this one billionaire, and they became a superhero group, but then the apocalypse keeps coming. And yeah, that's really the gist of it all. You can go look up the trailer, Umbrella Academy. Look up season 1 trailer. Don't look up just trailer, because then you're going to see season 2 trailer or season 3 trailer, and then you're going to be like so confused. You're going to be like, what is going on? Exactly. So always look up, if it's multiple seasons, always look up season 1 trailer. It's there. It's out there. Trust me. Trust me, because you don't want to be confused if you go look up season 3 trailer and you're like, I didn't even see season 2 or season 1. Anyways, let's get into this. So, why did I like Umbrella Academy? Why didn't I like Umbrella Academy? I'll say this. First 4 episodes, it definitely takes some time for you to like really grasp and understand why you're gonna watch this series. That is something that I had learned years ago. My friend told me, I was watching Stranger Things. Oh no, everyone was watching Stranger Things when it first came out. I was like, why this series? What are we watching? I don't really care for this. And I got to the 3rd episode. I said, I really can't get past this episode. Like, I don't think I could commit to it. Like, not really caring for the show like that. She said, get past episode 4. Trust me, you always have to get to episode 4 for everything to like really connect. I said, okay. After that, I applied that to every show that I watch. If I can't get past episode 4, if after episode 4 I still don't like it, give it up. But the first 3 episodes, you really just gotta, okay, give it some time. If you really don't connect to it, then it's like, okay, fine. I'm gonna give up. Like, this just ain't for me. But if people keep recommending it to you, trust me. Episode 4 is always the episode that really grasps your attention and will get you to realize this is why I'm watching the show. So I did that with Umbrella Academy, because I had multiple people, my sister and a friend, they were like, you need to watch Umbrella Academy. It's so good. They were raving about it. I'm like, there's no way it's that good. I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. I'm a sci-fi kind of girly. I like movies that have like, they have superpowers, where it's action. I like stuff like that, and some humor. If I don't have humor, then what am I watching? Why am I watching this? You know, I have to be entertained, and that includes laughing, giggling a little bit, you know, tee-hee type of vibe. Umbrella Academy, it had some giggle, ha-ha moments. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm staying connected. Had superpowers. Okay, cool. Check. Boom. We continuing. We watching. And oh my gosh, the drama. The drama just started to stir up. The family dynamic, crazy. And honestly, I know I said in 2024, one of my ins or outs that I was going to start doing was not blaming people. But I made this decision, on New Year's. I had already said who I blamed on each season as to why the apocalypse or why the end of the world had happened for each of these seasons. So if we think about it, am I really blaming them now, or am I just reinstating what I blamed them for last year? Anyways, this is who I blame for each year as to why the apocalypse or why the apocalypse and the end of the world had happened. And yes, these are a little bit of spoiler alerts. Oh no, this is a spoiler alert. There will be some little spoilies. I'm gonna say, like, you need to watch it because you're gonna see why I blame such and such. So for season 1, I blame Luther. Oh my gosh, I rewatched the scene in my head as to when I realized that Luther was the problem. Like, Luther, anyways, he literally, you know what, I'm gonna spoil it just a little bit. The youngest one of them was told that they don't have powers all of their life. Just to find out at the end of the season that she got powers. Did she? Well, she did do something wrong at one point that, what's it called? Caused some issues, some struggle with another family member, which was like, okay, understandable. But she didn't know she had powers. It was a lot going on. Emotionally, it was a lot going on. So yes, the youngest one is named Vanya. So yes, Vanya, technically, she definitely brought the end of the world to happen. However, I feel like if Luther didn't try to kill her at one point when she was in the most vulnerable state of her life, then the end of the world wouldn't have happened. I think if she was actually embraced and taken care of in that moment and in that time frame, I know I'm spoiling a lot, but trust me, you're gonna listen to it, you're like, okay, now I need to know what's going on. What happened to Vanya? You know what I'm saying? Who later turned into Victor. That's a different, we'll get there, okay? But yeah, no, I blame Luther. Luther, you caused the end of the world in season 1. Season 2, I blame Vanya. Now, I know I gave grace to her in season 1, but in season 2, it's like she accidentally caused the end of the world, but at the same time, like, she also saved the end of the world, sort of. But number 5 also caused the end of the world. So I blame 2 people in season 2. I blame Vanya and I blame number 5. Vanya, because of accidental, not even realize that she was giving away powers, didn't even know she had powers again because, she had amnesia, so there was that. And then number 5, teleporting through time, he just tried to control too much, and that's why I blame him for season 2. The end of the world happened in that one, but he also saved them as well. So it's like it's like, okay, do we really blame anyone? I feel like I have half and half blame on both of them, but it wasn't like you guys are the culprits type of thing. So yeah, I actually, if you have seen season 2 of The Umbrella Academy, I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Do you think anyone is to blame for season 2's end of the world? Or is it Vanya? Is it number 5? Is it somebody I didn't even name? Now season 3, all of the blame, all of it goes to Allison. Allison, you are to blame for season 3's end of the world. Everything that happened is because of your anger and you not being able to move on. Now, granted, she did lose a lot. I definitely understand that. I understand the pain that she went through. I get the fact that she was hurting, but she wasn't even trying to heal in those areas. Instead of really communicating and telling everyone how she was feeling, she drank her pain away. Then tried to use her own powers on herself. No, that's how you know someone is down bad. Then she tried to make moves and stuff so that she could be happy in the end. And I find that I think that's the thing. She was very selfish. She did not actually try to heal herself of her pain, except she used different methods to have a sense of what's called peace and calmness in those moments versus actually trying to push through and talk about what she was going through. Like, yeah, the end of the world was happening again. However, you could have communicated and talked about this stuff. That's my personal opinion. So instead of you getting your stuff together, getting your life together, you blamed everybody else, stuck to your pain, drank everything away, and ended up ruining everyone's life except for yourselves. But we'll find out in season 4, if you ruined your own life as well. Yeah, y'all. Season 3, she made me mad. I was like, we need another season. They kind of find out they coming out with a season 4. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, so I had time to binge watch a bunch of shows. So this episode specifically, I'm talking about Umbrella Academy. Catch me next week on next week's episode talking about the other shows that I have binge watched. Shout out to Shondaland Media. Why do I sing everything? I need to stop that. Shout out to Shondaland Media because, ooh, Queen Charlotte and Bridgerton's story. Bridgerton season 2. Too good. Chef's kiss. I think I'm in my Shonda Rhimes era. Honestly, I think I've been in it for a minute, but like I'm for real about it this time. Except for the fact that I can't watch Scandal on Netflix. What happened? Anyways, I got Hulu still, so I'm gonna go on there and go watch Scandal. Anyways, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this segment of movies. As you all probably already know, Halle Baby, the Little Mermaid, Miss Halle girl, she done had her baby. Congratulations on her first baby boy named Halo. His name is Halo. But every time I think of it, I think of Beyonce's song Halo. I can see your halo. If only I could sing. Anyways, at the point, let's get into this. So, Halle Bailey has been one of the many artists who have hid their many celebrities who have hid their pregnancy from the world. Honestly, here's my thing. She hid it. But thanks to Kylie and the way that she did things, we all saw it coming. We all knew that Halle Bailey was pregnant. You want to know why? I wrote it down, okay? I wrote it down. Here are the ways you can find out a celebrity is having a baby or is pregnant based off of their social media, based off of their interactions with us, red carpets, going to events, being places, vacations, posts on social media, the way they wear, the way that they dress. Yes, everything. I'm going to tell you how I realized and how I really paid attention to the signs. Now, she avoided the conversation quite a few times. Like, everyone was asking and suspecting it, and she never really gave a clear answer of, I myself, Halle Bailey, am not pregnant. If she did, I think she may have said it one time, and we were like, she's lying. Come to find out, she lied. Unless she said it after she had the baby, and we were just like, oh, she's pregnant. She said, I'm not pregnant. Well, does she not pregnant? She already had the baby. So she had the baby in 2023. But as far as the specific date, that is the question. Yeah, so there's no specific date as to when she actually had the baby, but it was in 2023. So we know for sure it was before January. And some people suspect that it was before December of 2023 as well, just because of how the Christmas posts were done. So yeah, that's very interesting. But I'm going to explain to you guys how to tell, how to pay attention, how to see the signs as to if a celebrity is pregnant or not. First of all, they start posting a lot of throwbacks. Meaning, like, they don't normally post throwbacks or, oh, I remember this shoot or I remember this campaign. Why are you posting that throwback? Why are you posting throwback after throwback after throwback after throwback? What is the reason? You know, I'm wondering why we got so many throwbacks. I appreciate the throwbacks. However, it's a lot going on. And she was doing a lot of that back in, specifically, I want to say like August, September time. She was posting a lot of throwbacks. You know what? Pull out my handy dandy phone. Yep. It was in, in September time when she was starting to post more throwbacks. Oh, I remember this campaign, or I remember this shoot. Like, okay, yes, there is the business side of it. Maybe she had to post something for, you know, a sponsorship or whatever. However, you could have did a recent photo shoot. Very interesting in choice of posting. And oh, I remember this. That's very interesting, very suspicious. Now, does this make me sound a little crazy? Just a little bit, but that's okay. You wanna know why? Because I was right in the end. So, like, I paid attention to the signs. It doesn't matter if I'm crazy or not because I was right. The second way that you can tell if a celebrity is pregnant or not is the change of their clothes. Their clothes get bigger. And I'm not saying the clothes got bigger because they're losing weight type of thing. Like they were big and now they're small and now they're wearing the same clothes and the clothes fit bigger on them. No, not that type of big. I mean oversized big. Like they chose oversized type clothing. Because why at the Renaissance tour did she wear an oversized Renaissance t-shirt? Why for so many different other events she went for flowy dresses versus very fitted, showing the belly area like she did for other events? What happened to skin tight dresses? We lost all of those. We lost all of those. And you know, she tried to cover it up because she was just like, oh, I went for the more streetwear style. You tried to trick us with that one, but no, girl. No. You started showing, and this is my mindset, this is what I'm thinking. You started showing, so you had to cover it up by putting on bigger clothing, oversized clothing. And that wasn't your style before. We paid attention. We knew that that was not your style. We knew that you were doing something different. Now, was I'm saying that like she didn't look good in the style? Heck no, she rocked them looks. She rocked every single look that she had because Halle Bailey know how to rock any look that she got, okay? But it was the shift from like around August, September era when she started shifting her clothes. Because if you pay attention, in the Angel video of her song Angel, you definitely saw her belly. You definitely saw her flowing movements. But after that, you did not see that belly unless it was a throwback. And the last way that I know for sure that you can tell if if a celebrity is pregnant or not is their poses. Instead of showing off and, you know, like very open type of poses, they become more closed in. They become more covered. The knee gets propped up. They are turned more to the back. I wonder why. What are we covering? Now, the shoot still looked amazing. The poses were beautiful. They gave the vibe and elegance that we expected. However, when you would switch up from either wearing big flowy clothing to more fitted clothes but covered up poses, that's when my eyes were piqued in interest. And that's how I knew Halle Bailey, Miss Halle, was preggo. But she did have her baby. Congratulations to her and DDG on their baby, Halo. Hope nothing but love and happiness and joy for you guys. I really do think that Halle Bailey is going to be such an amazing mom. Shout out to Halo. You got a great mom. She seems like she has such a sweet soul. So love that for you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of What's Poppin' with your girl, Sherelle. Make sure y'all tune in every single Wednesday here on my YouTube channel or my Spotify of What's Poppin' with Sherelle so that you can tune into every single episode. We talk about music, movies, and entertainment. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at _Sherelle. That's CHIRELLE, as well as on TikTok and everywhere else it's _Sherelle. Make sure you follow me on all platforms because I've got so much in store for you guys. See you next week.